seriously, I went inside for 2 minutes. I think if you're not on the stream, like the algorithm senses it and then like locks it up. Like they don't want to, use their bandwidth on somebody that's not in front of the screen. Performance of the live streams are terrible lately. I got a brand new phone and it's either phone. It's like all of a sudden it doesn't work so good. It makes it like real difficult to live stream. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not real good. I'll tell you that. How am I supposed to function on this YouTube? I can't put a stream out that like doesn't scrub. Seriously, my God. Could I ever have a stream where it doesn't scrub YouTube? What's the problem with this? All of a sudden, like, it's just like there's this investment to do streams, and it's not really like I can do them because YouTube's always busting or something. I mean, seriously. It's a bad product, man. Get together, YouTube. What are you doing? Seriously. Trying to get this tail stiffer. That's all. So that it kind of goes in a more sweeping motion upwards. So I used a little spray mount. Put this brown paper bag along. I'm making pretty much the stuff I'm making paper mache. I use paint to glue it down. To glue it down originally I used spray adhesive. I can paint it and then put it in the position when I dry in that position. It's stiff. It is. YouTube's fucking annoying me with this shit. Like, Jesus Christ. I used to do streams like sometimes 24 hours and stuff. It's ridiculous. I know. 12 hours, 13, shit like that. I don't do that anymore, but I could have if I wanted to, because the stream just seems great. So the water from the primer saturated the garbage or the grocery bag, so I can stick closer to the bin. So I just needed to look a little bit cleaner before I put a finished coat on it. There were just too many crevices I had to sort of fill it up, and that's what I'm doing. And then, like, once this is kind of glued on, I'll just stick it in the proper position and let it dry. Makes mud like glue, I'll tell you. Mud's really did good this afternoon. I'm starting to get it. I used my cane. So that when a dog's doing that, when a dog's like, people take it as like it's being affectionate to the dog, right? Like just because it's physically interacting with you, it's not affection. It could be a dominant act. And when I'm calling him from a distance and he's running full speed, whenever the dog runs full speed, it really amps him up. And you know, he's looking at me like, oh, this is gonna be fun, and he's spinning in the heel, but he's, you know, bumping into my leg and shit. So what I did was I went out and I'm doing lessons using my cane. So when I call him and I put the cane on the side that he spins in the heel, he's not hitting my leg, so he's not really getting anything. He can bump into the cane, it doesn't matter. But if he's bumping into my leg, I sort of respond because it hurts, and he's getting something. So know that if you have a dog, don't ever wrestle with your dog. That's what he's trying to do with me. I'm not doing that. Don't ever wrestle with your dog. It sends a wrong message to the dog. It sends a message that you're an equal. Your dog isn't an equal, okay? Don't do that. You also said, you know what happens when you wrestle with your dog? You look like an idiot to the dog. You look like a flippin' idiot, weak. The dog knows you're a joke. Don't wrestle with the dog, okay? It knows all it needs to do is bite down once, it wins. You know how it wins? You back up. That's the problem. If a dog bites once, it finds out that it's effective. Because it's like, ow, you bit me, you're backing up. Look at what I can do. I can control the human by biting them. Don't wrestle with your dog, okay? That's the wrong thing to do. And I'm talking a puppy. Don't do that with a puppy. Don't ever do that. People have this idea that it's like, oh, the dog likes it. Yeah, so what? They like a lot of shit. What's your point? Now the water sort of saturated the paper, so now it stretches more, and I can stretch it down, make it smooth. You know, most of the shit that I make is real layered, so I don't, you know, I'm not going to try and do it right the first time. It's a fool's game. It's not fun. I liked it. It was an entertaining movie. They should make another one. Sort of set up like that. Say this about Lutzy, he does love to hang out. He does. Before I can tell. He loves playing into me like that. No way. There's no way he's looking at my fucking knee. Even more so, it's not really about him fucking my knee up. If I would allow him to do that, he's going to love it. And he's going to keep doing it. Every time he does it, he slams into a human like that. It's going to be his muscle memory that he's like this badass. He is a badass, but I don't need any bird dogs slamming into me like that, or any dog. I don't need any dog doing that. Fucking dogs. They're amazing. They're like the most amazing creatures on this planet. Just being the oldest domesticated animal puts them at this status like no other animal. There's nothing close. Ridiculous to put any type of IQ on an animal. It is. Like comparing them and shit. You can't compare that. Put to like a chimp. A chimp won't work with you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It won't work with you. Dog, they want to work with you. The chimp wants to rip your face off. So, they are. They're like the coolest animal on the planet. You know, it's like there's really like nothing. They're all cool. orca. She's really into dolphins, whales. She is. She's really into them. She is right. What we did to the killer whale was just absurd. It's amazing there's still any in captivity. Like, how you gonna keep that big animal in a little swimming pool? It is. It's the equivalent of having a dog, and you have the dog, and you keep it in a kennel outside. And then at night, you bring it in, and it has to stay in a crate. You take it back and forth, and there's no even like running around the yard, no nothing. That's it. And you're food training it. So your whole purpose is to sort of like keep it hungry, and you never want to work with it unless it's excited. To know what the problem is? This excitement is the point. All dogs or whales make a mistake. They bark, lunge, bite, or just don't listen. It's the same thing. The whale shouldn't be dealt with that way. Neither should the dog. Training a dog like that is just so fun. I see, before I came out here, so I'm trying to get the paper bag wet. The thing about paper bags is they're not as like toilet paper, paper towels. Those are softer and they're absorbent. So they do work good for like paper mache, but if you use something real stiff like this too, it has a real stiffness to it, and that's what I'm looking for. The other paper products like paper towels works pretty good because it absorbs all the paint, and it will get stiff, but it's still not going to be as tough as this. I see, before I came out here, it sounds like Russia has started their crap in the East. Such digs. Putin is such a dig. What a loser. Seriously, what a loser. It's a shame. It's a shame because you know those people don't. They've been fed this shit for fucking 20 years. They're believing it hook, line, and sinker. Seriously, that's it. It's a fucking shame, but it's the truth. I don't know how, man, there's gullible people in this world, that's for sure. Like, whatever you hear, I don't care. I don't care who's saying it. But, you better look at it critically, especially if it's like something important. was watching 1420. You know that Russian channel? One of the questions that they were asking was about rape. You know, because the stories of like the Ukrainian, you know, there's rapes going on from Russian soldiers. And several of them were like, God, I can't believe it. Like, things happen in war. Like that kind of attitude. Yeah, probably. You know, that's how it is when it's war, that kind of attitude. That is another one of those Russian propaganda channels. There's a lot of them. There's more than ever now. I gotta go check something over here. I'll be right back. It's really coming along, isn't it? Somebody call the Whitney. Tell them it'll be soon. Make the check out to me. It won't happen. Like this primer though. Looks good. It's cheap. It's about $20, I think. Is that Benzer? It's water-based. Everything's water-based now, pretty much. Let me move this. So this is great. With the heater right now at the temperature that's at, it was snowing a little bit, but I feel fine. This is fine to work in here. When it was like 10 degrees, I had to be right in front of it. I probably still work in here in the winter when it's like that. I gotta figure something out. You know what I could do is tarp off an area that would be warm in the winter, like this area. Tarp it off real good so that heat doesn't get lost, you know. So all that's like storage back there. What's it matter? You know. I think I'll do something like that. I gotta do something. It's not gonna be. I don't know. I don't know what's coming. You know, maybe the Whitney just called me. Yeah, we want that. Here's a check. That's what I would do if I had the money. I would do this place up, the barn into a studio. I wouldn't do anything fancy. I'd just insulate the shit out of it. Seriously, I'd probably use like blue foam. I'd use blue or the pink foam. This shit needs to come down though. The whole deal with the barn is so you have the boards, right? You have the boards, and you know, if it rains, moisture could get in between the boards because they're, you know. So when you put on your, say this is the outside of the barn, and there's the inside board. You got to put a spacer there, and then put your insulation. Don't put anything that could, you want to use batting, So there's a space, so you still get some airflow in there, so the moisture can just sit there and rot. You can't. If you put the foam right up on the board, and moisture to get behind it, you're going to have rot. So I got it all figured out. This is going to dry in that position. I have another one I'm installing. I'm not installing, I'm trying to finish it. It's this, it goes with this. It's a giant Seahorse. It's this thing. Right, so it goes on a slip ring table. So it spins 360 degrees. He's lit. Is he lit? I can't remember. Well, I guess we're going to have to find out. I think he is. If he isn't, it doesn't matter. I remember I painted this with, it glows in the dark, but it's not. Maybe I'm thinking, I'll figure it out. It's just a giant Seahorse. It looks good. It'll look good, in conjunction with the mermaid. So, the mermaid has a head that is better than I can too. That's pretty good. It does. It looks better than, it's the head, so it's not like a hand that doesn't need a lot of detail. You know what I'm saying? So it's a head, so you put like a lot of detail into it, you'll have to see it, but there's like veins in the neck, the mouth is it's pretty ornate. Like its eyes are all custom. It's pretty much custom. I think she's trying to figure out what she's going to do for hair with it, which is better her figuring it out than me. I just got an idea though. Maybe she could do that. It's a problem. It's she's trying to figure it out. I've been thinking about it too. I don't know. It's her deal. There's a bunch of different ways you can approach it. She sculpted the freaking face and everything. It's like she used what is it stuff? It's like paper clay or something, and then she sealed it. So, with the hair, I mean, you could do a ton of different ways. A ton. So, this thing is very heavy. It is. It's very heavy. So it's a pitch to sort of get up onto the turntable. Here's the base that it sits on. Here's the table. Then I got the motor part inside. I need to go get. But I was short funds. And the table rolls around. I showed it on this one. It rolls around on casters. I'll go get the thing and show you. But it rolls around on casters, and I didn't have enough casters. So this one has to be set right in the middle. I'm going to put more casters down because it's not good the way that it's at. I just don't have it. I'm going to put more casters. So it's really hard to get up on because if you put it up on the table and it's off, it's so much weight. Man, this thing. It's heavy. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to go inside and get that thing. I'm going to guarantee you that when I get back, but I'm just going to go inside and grab that. When I get back, I bet you anything that this is seized up, because this is what I'm thinking now. What do I think about the show called that? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I don't like Pepe the Frog because I know that symbol and I know what it means. okay? So if it meant something else, it would be fine. But everybody knows what it means, okay? That's what I think. And I don't really think oh, you're a real expert, okay. What I think is that you should change your picture and your name when I'm depressed. You just seem like a troll. That's my guess. I gotta go get that thing. I'll be right back. I bet it's locked up by the time I get back. locked up? No. Hang on. Close this. Didn't lock up. It's snowing out there. It's not that good. It's fine right here. The heater's right here too. I'll show you the show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is that's approximately where the Seahorse sits, right? Here's see, that's the arbor. It sits on the shaft of the motor, and then these are copper. I cut these out, and so this is the slip ring essentially. This is where the carbon brushes. So you can see where the carbon brushes are running along it. So that gets the power up top, so that things can move. Now here are the carbon brushes. That's to give you an idea of like. Now, I was low on funds, right? Which is common. And what I needed was a like a shim, like a wood shim, to get the brushes up high enough that they were touching the copper. So that's what I came up with. I used these paint brushes, glued them down real good, screwed them in. So it works. It just looks kind of crazy, but it did work. I get in this like sort of fit. Like I want to see what it looks like. I want to see, I want to see what it looks like. So if I don't have the product I need, I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna make it work. If I do that and it's temporary, that's one thing. I'll leave it. This, I might glue them down a little bit better, but they might stay on. I think they're going to stay on these paintbrushes, to tell you the truth. If the carbon brushes needed to be changed, if it ran that much, which I don't think it will, then I would just pop those up. I don't know. Maybe I'll use another motor on this one, but you'll see what I'm talking about with the. Its problem is that I don't have enough casters. I'll show you. So see, there's a caster here, a caster here. See that the tabletop runs on top of these, right? So that's all fine and dandy, but the point is that there should be one here, one there, and probably one there. Because if you don't, and you put the heavy thing on the side, there's nothing keeping it here. So it's just like, it's not ideal. So I got to get 1, 2, 3, 4 casters to make it more stable, because it's totally unstable right now. It looks like I'm back in the situation where I can't see people making comments, which is, it's bumming me out with YouTube. It's like I can use my other phone. Let's see if I got my other phone with me. I want to see what this stream looks like anyway. Hang on. It's not the best. If I have Wi-Fi out here, Oh, it's my receipt from Ace Mufflin Parade. Oh, it looks black again. You know? No, it's not. It looks like it's working. It's working, but I can't see the chat in this. That's bullshit. It bumps me up, man. Alright. I mean, if I do this, I'm going to have to do this. Because it stops on this. So, I guess that's better than nothing, right? Do it like that. This one's going to die, though, but... Okay. At least that gives me the option. Hang on. At least that... So at least I can, all right, that's the way we're going to do it. I have two phones for a reason. I guess this is it. All right, whatever. Next time I do it, I'll have both of them charged up. This is, this is not working for me this way. And, hey, what's up, one Sean Bond? How you doing? Everything good? Whatever. How about that? You ever heard of that? That's my mother's catchphrase. Whatever. She wanted to be in a sitcom. Clearly. I wish I could find something with this size casters and I'd take it off. I'd take them off. I don't think I got this size casters on anything. I'll strip down art, that's no problem. We can look over there and see if I got some casters in the pit. I don't want to put the tabletop on again if it's not fitting properly. Oh, look at that. How rude am I? He's putting fish back on it. And I wanted to see what it looks like. But if I turn this on, that's going to move, and I don't want that to dry in that position. So, where this goes. God, I can't wait. Can't wait for May. May's such a great month. It's warm. It's fucking warm. Living where it's cold, it makes you appreciate the warmth more. Like, if you're in one of those places where it's just like the same sort of, you know. And that's Shirley. Who else is here? Not a lot of people. Doesn't matter. Look at this. Part of the boat. I'm so glad that I got my O2 sensor done. God damn it. Now all I gotta do is get it to pass inspection. Wasn't gonna pass that way. Now if you have an engine light on, forget it. You can't get it inspected with an engine light on. You know, some states you don't even have to have it inspected. It sort of seems weird. You know, that's just like saying you could have anything on the road. Shut it, clamp. You know what I wish I had? I wish I would have done this with Crazy Glue. I used to play on this, but let's see if I can use Crazy Glue. Nothing like mixing chemicals together. This Crazy Glue sucks, but it is gonna work. It's actually super glue. So, I'm confused. Boy, when they came out with this shit, when I was a kid, was that commercial where the construction worker, he's got like a guy with the construction hat on, he's got like this block of wood attached, he pulls himself up to the I-beam, and then he's hanging there. Well, Yeah, sure. If you took time to clamp it, but just to put it up there, it's gonna stick. No, no. What's up, Christopher Morrison? Very cold and very cold time in Vienna. First snowing, damn. It's snowing here, but it's bullshit. It's a bullshit snow. It is. It's not sticking or anything. It's sort of damp. I mean, this time next month, it's warm. You can safely plant tomatoes after May. Like they always say May 15th, right? But I watch the 10-day before forecast, and if it's May 1st, they're going in. If there's a problem, I'll cover them. But I'll be putting seeds in, like maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'll be putting in spinach, kale, beets. I'll wait until it's a little bit warmer to put the potatoes in. Maybe I'll do cabbage again. The bunnies seem to love the cabbage, so maybe I'll cabbage in. Why not? I like them. I have no problem with them. My neighbor's dog will kill. No problem with that either. I mean, what are you gonna do? I like them. Sweet potatoes problem. It's a problem. I didn't do any slips. This is the first year that I didn't do sweet potato slips, so I have no way of doing it. How am I gonna do that? Somebody told me that Tractor Supply sells sweet potato slips sometimes. Where do I get slips from? I love the baby sweet potatoes from the garden. Oh my God, it was the best sweet potato I've ever had, but I don't have any slips to do them with. So how am I gonna do it? That takes 2 months to get slips going. Don't tell me it takes 30 days. It really doesn't. How am I going to do it? Any ideas? Like, how about I could get a sweet potatoes and speed it up some way? I don't know what to do. Tractor Supply. Last year my garden sucked. And it sucked for one reason. And it sucked because I didn't have time to do shit on my car. It was terrible. It was really terrible. My yard was terrible. I was too busy building a fucking USS Turtle. There's no pressure on me. There's not like pressure on the USS Turtle thing.